welcome to another episode of the Auntie Lisa Show. Let's see who we'll have today. Oh, what's this one caught on here? Wait a minute. It's Easter, so it's the Easter Bunny. Hooray. What should we have? Owen. Love it. And... oh, I don't think he's been in it. Spencer, the ghost dog. Nice. Let's see who else. Aunty Lisa, Aleksander and Kristoffer. Every time. Oh, I picked up two. Oh, Dashi and Kwazii cat or Kwazii cat. I forget, but that's the cat one. Probably enough people. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, the swamp ship. Spooky. Uh-oh. We had this yesterday. Andy's clock. Okay. Should have stuck to one. All right. Some food. Apple juice. Nice. Healthy and refreshing. Good. Something in here. Forget what this bag has got in it. Uh-oh. School. Barnahaga. Oh, what was I thinking of putting that in there? Right. Okay. Let's see now. So, one day, when it was coming up to Easter Day, Easter Sunday in fact, the Easter Bunny was gathering together all of his chocolates and treats ready to give out to all of the children all around the world who are going to go on Easter hunts, just like Aleksander and Kristoffer did today. When suddenly he bumped into some old friends, and they are Kwazii Cat and Dashi. And Kwazii Cat and Dashi said, "Hey, Easter Bunny, we're having a party on our submarine. Do you want to come and join us?" And Easter Bunny said, I'm a bit busy actually, because I've got to deliver all of these eggs to everybody and all the children so that they can have an Easter egg hunt the next day. And Kwazii Cat and Dashi said, well, okay, what we will do is we will help you do all that deliveries, and then you can come and play with us on our submarine. And the Easter Bunny said, well, that seems like a blooming marvellous idea. I like that plan. Okay, so off they went with the Kwazii Cat. I'm really upset if I've said this wrong, sorry. And Dashi. And Dashi was taking lots and lots of pictures. And Kwazii Cat was going, ahoy there, my hearties. Let's be getting those Easter eggs out to all the children. Because that's how he talks. And so they went round lots and lots of houses and they hid some eggs in different places. In all the different houses. And it took quite a long time. And then they got really quite tired and thirsty. Now by this point they'd made it all the way to Kristoffer and Aleksander's house. And they, do you know what? We should see if they'll let us have a nice glass of our apple juice or something to refresh ourselves. Well, so they knocked on a door. And Aleksander and Kristoffer opened the door. And they went, hey! And they went, wow, I didn't know you were coming around, Kwazii Cat and Dashi. What's that? And they said, oh, and the Easter Bunny. What's that? Oh, we're exhausted from delivering all these Easter eggs. Can we have a drink, please? Come round and hang out with you for a minute. And Aleksander and Kristoffer said, yeah, sure, come on in. And so they gave them some nice apple juice and had a lovely, lovely sit down and a nice drink. When they said to Aleksander and Kristoffer, hey, would you like to join us in our party? We're going to have a party on the submarine. And Aleksander and Kristoffer said, yeah, that's great, but Aunty Lisa's looking after us, so we have to bring her along too. And they said, that's okay, you can bring Aunty Lisa. So Aleksander and Kristoffer said, hey, Aunty Lisa, do you want to come to a party on a submarine? And Aunty Lisa said, do I? That sounds amazing. Awesome. What's the deal? What do we need to do? And so Kwazii and Dashi and the Easter Bunny said, well, we've got to finish delivering all of these Easter eggs to all the children, and then we can go and have a big party on our submarine with the rest of the Octonauts. And Aleksander and Kristoffer and Aunty Lisa thought that was a super smashing idea. So off they went. Now, as luck would have it, they they had a bit of a problem, which was that there were so many children in the world. They thought they're not sure if they're going to make it round, all of them. So they thought, I know what we'll do. We'll go and see if we can borrow Andy's clock. Now, Andy was doing a tour of all the schools in the world with his clock, showing children and teaching them all about dinosaurs. It was like a super cool tour of Dinosaur World. And so he was actually at the Barnehage. Would you believe it? So they said, let's go to Barnehage and meet up with Andy. And they said, okay. So they all dashed down to Barnehage. They didn't stop at the playgrounds. They just went straight to Barnehage. And when they got there, hey, Andy, we need your help. And Andy was like, okay, well, I've just finished up here. I was just packing away my things. All the children have gone home. What can I do for you? And Kristoffer and Aleksander said, well, we've got too many eggs to deliver. So what we thought was maybe if we use your clock, we go back in time a little way and deliver some. And then when we run out of time, we go back in time again and deliver some more. And we go back in time, we keep going back in time. Just a day or so, not all the way to dinosaur times. And then we can make sure we've got all the things delivered to all the children in the world. And Andy said, well, that seems like a pretty good idea, given that you're under quite a tight time restriction at the moment. It is already 6 p.m. on Saturday and Easter is tomorrow. Okay, we'll do it. So Andy set up his clock and he set it to Friday. And so off they went through the clock. And would you believe it, they arrived at Friday at school. Luckily it was after school shut, because otherwise they'd be in trouble. And so then from there they went with all the children in Norway and gave all the Easter eggs out for them. And then done that, but hang on, we're running out of time again. So they went back in the clock and they went to all the children in America. And then, gosh, that was so many children. It's already Saturday night again. Back in the clock. So they got back in the clock. And they gave to all of the children in England and Ireland and Scotland and Wales. And then they kept going and they went back in time again, went all the children in Asia and China and places like that in Asia and Australia. And even some children who lived near the North Pole. Because, why not? Anyway, so finally they were just about very nearly done. They just had a few more to visit. When Spencer, ghost dog, ran up to them. And Aleksander said, hey, Spencer, what are you doing here? Where's Jack? What's going on? And Spencer went, and Aleksander went, I think Spencer's trying to tell us something. And Spencer started running away towards the exit of the school. And they said, oh, okay, well, okay. So what we've got to do is figure out what's up with Spencer, because there's clearly trouble somewhere. And Spencer was going, ruff, ruff, ruff. And they went, Spencer, calm down. So they went out, and what they saw, they would not believe their eyes. Well, it was lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of teeny tiny weeny Easter bunnies. And they were all in the playground, all just bouncing around like crazy. And the Easter bunny went, uh-oh, what's happened? And Andy went, maybe because we kept going back in time, more Easter bunnies have been made and it's confused the whole of the time and space continuum. And they went, oh, that could be bad. But Easter bunnies, as we know, are really friendly. But they do like carrots. So they were just running around and eating all the grass and all the carrots and going in people's gardens and eating all their carrots as well. And they went, oh man, we're going to have to round up all these baby Easter bunnies and take them to Easter Bunny Land. And so that is exactly what they did. Aleksander and Kristoffer and Aunty Lisa, who's an expert bunny catcher, went out with Owen. Now, Owen is their friend from Jurassic World. And so Aleksander had called him up and Kristoffer had called him up and said, hey, Owen, can you come and give us a hand? Because we've got loads of Easter bunnies to catch. And he said, well, shall I bring a dinosaur? And Aleksander and Kristoffer went, no, don't bring a dinosaur. We'll eat them or stomp on them and it'll all get squashed. And Owen said, okay, shall I bring a giant net? And Aleksander and Kristoffer and Aunty Lisa said, yeah, that sounds like a much better plan. So Owen brought a giant net in a helicopter. And then they gathered all the Easter bunnies in the playground. They shooed them all into one big cloud. And Owen went, 1, 2, 3, and he dropped the net. And all the Easter bunnies went, oh no. But it was okay, because they scooped them all up. And then he flew away with them. And they said, where is Easter Bunny Land anyway? And went, well, I think it's probably over the rainbow, something like that. And so that's where Owen took them, to Easter Bunny World over the rainbow. Well, everyone was very relieved that finally all of the Easter eggs had been delivered and all of the extra baby Easter bunnies that had been created had gone to a lovely Easter Bunny Land, and that was good. So they said, right, it's time for us to go and have our party in the submarine under the sea. And so they said, okay, well, let's all go together. Let's have everybody. So they all climbed aboard a boat with Andy and Spencer the ghost dog and the Easter bunny and Kristoffer and Aleksander and, did I say Owen? And Kwazii and Dashi all got on a boat. But then suddenly they were just setting out to sail and they saw the swamp ship with all the scary ghosts on it. And they went, and Spencer the ghost dog went, and they went, what are we going to do? The scary ghosts are going to try and stop us and catch us and take us to the hidden side. Okay. Aleksander said, it's all right. I know what we need to do. And he took out his phone. Because now he had one. Was it Mummy's phone? Maybe it was Mummy's. I don't know. Anyway, he took out a phone. And he went, right. And the ship was getting closer and closer. And all the scary ship monsters were on there. And they were being really mean and shouting angry things at them, and they were going to get them. And Aleksander went, hold on 1 second. Everybody hold your nerve. And then he went, pew, 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 with his mobile phone. And it went, pew, pew, pew. And then the ghost got caught. Pew, and it got sucked back into the phone. And everyone went, thank goodness. And then they all had a big cheer and a big hooray, and some dolphins jumped out of the water as well to say hi. Don't know why, but just nice. So then they all went and made their way to where the submarine of the Octonauts was. And the submarine came up to the surface and they all climbed aboard inside the submarine with all like Captain Barnacles, and everyone was in there. And they went down in the submarine, and Spencer the dog came too. Down, 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 down. And they looked at all the wonderful creatures that lived under the sea, like the anemones and the brightly coloured fish and octopuses and all sorts of things, and the big sharks. But they weren't hungry, so it was okay. And they said, wow, let's have a disco party. So then they played loads of cool music and did lots of dancing. And they drank apple juice. And, of course, they ate some ice cream and some chocolate eggs because it was Easter. And the Easter Bunny said, gosh, this is the best underwater Easter party that I've ever been on. And they all said, hooray! And that's the end of the story. Love you.